In 1925, a British explorer, Percy Fawcett, set out into the Amazon rainforest in search of a city said to be made entirely of gold, and its king used to bathe in gold powder daily. However, that day when Percy Fawcett left his camp, he never returned. Viewers, the Amazon rainforest is the largest rainforest in the world, astonishingly shared among 8 countries. Its area is 70 lakh square kilometers. In such a large area, 2 countries like India and 28 countries like the United Kingdom can fit. Just as a large part of the oceans is still unexplored by humans, similarly a large part of the Amazon rainforest remains out of human reach. There are plant, animal, and microbe species here, of which only 10% have been identified so far. New species are discovered here every day. The Amazon rainforest is home to nearly 4 trillion trees, which is why it is also referred to as the lungs of the earth. Around 20% of all the oxygen in the world is released by the Amazon rainforest. It's estimated that nearly 2 million people live in the Amazon forest who have no connection to the outside world because much of the Amazon remains unexplored. Consequently, what lies beneath the canopy of this jungle remains an unsolved mystery for the world. Today, we will explore a few of these mysteries of the Amazon jungle. Some have been solved, but many still baffle science. First, let's talk about the City of Gold. The biggest mystery of the Amazon forest to date is the City of Gold, also known as El Dorado. It is said that at one time there was a city entirely made of gold, and the king used to bathe in gold powder every day, and then let all that gold flow into the Amazon River. Yes, in the 16th century, Europeans came to South America, where the Amazon forest is located. They brought several soldiers and devised a plan to seize the region. Here, they encountered local people of the Amazon who had settled in their cities. The Europeans took over these cities, and by the end of the 16th century, they heard news of a city deep within the Amazon forest that was entirely made of gold. Thus, the Europeans began their search for this city of El Dorado. After combing through the entire Amazon forest, they definitely discovered many tribes, but the city they were searching for remained elusive, although they did find a considerable amount of gold here. After continuing the search for the next 200 years, El Dorado was finally declared a myth. Then, in the 19th century, a British explorer, Percy Fawcett, decided to search for El Dorado once more. He conducted a total of 8 expeditions in the Amazon, but during this time, not only did he not find El Dorado, he didn't find the other cities mentioned by the Europeans either. During his last expedition, Percy Fawcett was in the middle of the Amazon when he was last contacted. After that, he set out on his search and never returned. It was the day of 29 in 1925, and the place where he disappeared was the Mato Grosso state of Brazil. He was searched for many months, but neither Percy Fawcett nor his dead body were found. The scientific community believes that this place is not habitable for humans, and therefore, no city or village can exist here. However, as time passed and technology advanced significantly, certain signs were discovered in the Amazon that indicated humans had once built entire cities there. Indeed, the place Percy Fawcett was searching for was absolutely correct, but the method of searching was not. In several places, researchers found human waste buried underground. By using LiDAR scanning devices, scientists identified, under the dense layer of the jungle in the Amazon, hints of stone structures that have also been found, which the jungle has gradually hidden. A National Geographic team has discovered a city 15 kilometers inland from the Caribbean coast in the Amazon, where structures over 2,500 years old are found buried within the mountains. However, which one among them is El Dorado? And where exactly within the vast Amazon forest was it located? This remains a mystery for the scientific community to this day. Furthermore, there are many tribes living in this expansive wild jungle of the Amazon who have never seen the outside world. Yes, how do these people survive in the jungle? About this, anthropologists. One of these tribes, known as the Prequi, lives in western Brazil. There were thousands of people in this tribe earlier, but now there are only 15 to 20 left. We learned about this tribe only after 1998, when they first made contact with the outside world. Their language suggested that they might want to express their pain and sorrow. When anthropologists decoded their words, it was discovered their tribe used to be quite strong, but then some land mafia brutally killed all their companions to mine in the forest. Only a few of them survived. There are so many such tribes in the middle of the Amazon jungle, living their own world. Where did these people come from? Do they have any connection with the tribes that settled here thousands of years ago? No one has been able to find out yet. Number 3. For centuries, historians were not sure when people came to live in the Amazon, but in 2017 this first started to unravel when archaeologists discovered some paintings on a mountain near Colombia in the Amazon forest. These large rocks were completely buried within the mountain, and to understand these paintings, it was essential to expose them. So, archaeologists conducted a 13-kilometer excavation here, and it was found that at some point in time, these stones, inside a cave, this 13-kilometer long cave had paintings that were about 12,000 years old. At that time, the ending of the last ice age was underway, and obviously, there were no forests here, only ice everywhere. Some animals depicted in these paintings existed only during the Ice Age, such as the mastodons and giant sloths. From the painting, it was also inferred how people lived during that era, and how they hunted animals larger than themselves. Secondly, in 2019, scientists were startled when a dead humpback whale was found on Marajo Island in the Amazon forest of northern Brazil. The surprising fact wasn't the whale's death. Rather, its timing went against nature's rhythm. Not only this, the whale was found on land near the Amazon River. Actually, this 10-ton creature was a calf, which usually starts migrating during winter, from October to November. Humpback whales enjoy the warm waters near the Amazon during this time, but then head south towards Antarctica in search of food. However, how did this whale die near the Amazon in February? Investigations revealed that it had died just 4 days before it was found. There were no signs of a predator attack on its body, nor did it appear to have any injuries. This raises many questions. How did the whale end up there in this season? Why did it come to the Amazon River from the sea? And most importantly, how did it reach land in the middle of the Amazon forest? That day to this day, this mystery has never been solved. And now another secret of the Amazon forest was discovered in 2013, when a chemistry student near Peru found this strange structure in the Amazon. It was built on the leaf of a plant and looked quite mysterious. In the exact center, there was a cone made of silk, and around it, there was an impressive fence also made of silk. The student took photos of this structure and posted them on the internet. But surprisingly, no one had ever seen such a structure until then. For further investigation, a team of scientists visited this part of Peru. In a short time, they found more than 45 similar structures. Some were built on trees and others on plant leaves. This mysterious structure was named Silkhenge, and some of them were taken back to the lab. Under the microscope, tiny dust mites were observed crawling on the fences. These insects do not produce silk, so it was confirmed that they did not create these structures. After a few days, the web in the middle of the fence started to break slowly, and a baby spider emerged from it. In fact, this structure was created by a special species of spider found only in the western Amazon. These spiders weave fences around their eggs so tiny dust mites get trapped in them, ensuring their offspring have something to eat as soon as they hatch.